live. I try to work everybody's catch lines into my own open. You are looking live at Ron Holland Field here on the campus of North Farmington High School, where it is homecoming, as tonight the North Farmington Raiders play host to the Adams Highlanders, and we should mention the undefeated Adams Highlanders as they come into this one tonight with a perfect record of 5-0. It was just 2 weeks ago that the Raiders were off to a 3-0 start themselves, and they were looking like world beaters. They opened on August 27th with an easy win over Farmington, their crosstown rivals, 49-6 the final score in that one. Lake Orion came calling. The following week we had that one for you here on TV 10, and boy, I'll tell you, the Raiders blew them out as well. Final score was 44-22, but we had a running clock situation. North Farmington led by better than 35 points in that second half before Lake Orion scored a couple of late ones and were assisted also by a Raiders safety that they took on purpose so they wouldn't have to punt out of the end zone. And then Birmingham Groves was the opponent in week number 3, and it completed a stretch of 3 in a row at home for the Raiders. They trounced Groves by a final score of 49-0. So at that point, what wasn't to like? The Raiders were 3-0. They'd scored better than 40 points in all of their games, and in the 3 games, they had allowed a grand total of 28 points. Then, 2 weeks ago tonight, the Raiders were on the road taking on Oak Park. You'd have to think that the Raiders would be a favorite in that one, but they lost it 30-24 to Royal Oak. To Oak Park. They just wouldn't go away, and then they lost last week. Let's pause for a moment for our national anthem. The Raider Marching Band with their rendition of our national anthem here on this homecoming night. Well, it's homecoming. Because of that, we're going to have an extended halftime for you. We have it every year, right? The North and the King and Queen, homecoming King and Queen at the court will be announced, and the marching, all of it, the marching band, the pom-pom girls. So it's homecoming. It's a big night. At any rate, this is a very important football game for the Raiders. We talked about their loss at Oak Park 2 weeks ago tonight, last Saturday, in a game that was delayed by a day because of electrical problems at the Rochester field. Rochester knocked off North Farmington 32-27, so back-to-back losses for North Farmington when they had looked like world beaters. And that makes tonight's game exceptionally important. Adams coming in with that perfect record. They are 5-0, but after Adams tonight, the Raiders a week from tonight will be at Seaholm, but then they close on October 15th at West Bloomfield, and West Bloomfield, they're the defending state champions. And we should point out that Adams beat them on opening night. We'll develop that theme in a moment. And then the Raiders close out the season here at Holland Field 3 weeks from tonight on October 22nd. It'll be Traverse City Central coming to town. And that's the same football team that beat North Farmington in the playoffs earlier this year by a final score of 50-22. So were the Raiders to lose tonight, were the Raiders to lose at West Bloomfield and lose at home to Traverse City, that'd be your worst case scenario. But that would leave North Farmington with 5 losses and I'm not sure they're going to get into the playoffs with a record of 4-5. Used to be that it took 6 to guarantee a playoff spot. They've relaxed that requirement somewhat, but 5 losses is not going to get it done. North Farmington is going to have to beat 1 or maybe 2 of these teams down the stretch as we move into the second half of the season tonight. We talked about Adams opening up on the road at West Bloomfield and defeating the defending state champs 35-17. That was seen as an enormous upset, not only in the Oakland Activities Association, but really across the state of Michigan. Everybody thought West Bloomfield would, if not cruise to victory, would take the measure of Adams in that season opener. But no, the Highlanders prevailed 35-17. 4 consecutive wins have followed that. They won at home against Oxford, 24-10 in week 3, on the road to take on Oak Park, the team that knocked off the Raiders 2 weeks ago. They beat them 10-6. And then 2 weeks ago at Rochester, they handled them with ease. Again, a team that North Farmington has lost to. Adams beat Rochester 49-10. And then 1 week ago, it was Groves at Adams, and Adams pounded them. Final score of 35-7. So they come in with the perfect record, 5-0. We thought, as we looked at the schedule, that we might be seeing a battle of undefeated teams here tonight. But as we've outlined, the Raiders coming into battle tonight with those back-to-back losses and an overall record of 3-2. So the importance of tonight's game cannot be overstressed or stressed enough, if you will. The Raiders are looking at their postseason life as they enter play tonight, and how quickly indeed things do change. Coach John Herstein, third-year coach of the Raiders, telling us earlier on today that it's been the Raiders' inability to put teams away, which has cost his team. As we take a look at the Rochester Adams players huddled up across the way as we're just moments away from getting this one underway. The Raiders had the lead both in the loss at Oak Park and in the loss at Rochester, but again, they weren't able to apply the coup de grace. They let those teams kind of hang in there, and in each instance, the home team was able to come from behind in the fourth quarter and defeat visiting North Farmington. So that's the situation as we head into this one here tonight. You will notice both of these schools have the same color scheme, brown and yellow, brown and gold. You'll be able to tell the difference in the helmets. Adams helmets are either yellow or gold. I think they're yellow. And you'll see, as you see, the Raiders have the white helmets as part of their home ensemble for this contest tonight. Homecoming 2021 here at Ron Holland Field. We're just a few moments away from getting it underway as the Raiders kickoff team trots out on to the field, or maybe it's the return team. Let's find out. I missed the coin toss. Yeah, it is North Farmington to receive, and the Adams Highlanders will kick from our right to our left. Their kickoff man is Colin Timko, also handles their place kicking. He's number 36, and back deep to receive for the Raiders are numbers 2 and 3. Number 3 is Jasper Beeler. We've seen him break off some exciting plays already this year. Number 2, Rayshawn Matthews. Matthews is, of the two backs, the one who is closer to the near sideline. So on a beautiful Friday night, a beautiful homecoming night here on the campus of North Farmington High School, we are merely awaiting the official's whistle, and we will have this one underway as Adams kicks off from their own 40-yard line. And again, a perfect 5-0 start for Adams this season, and the Raiders coming off the back-to-back losses. This is the 7th meeting all time between the two schools, and North Farmington has won only 2 of the previous 7, but those have come in the last 3 years. North Farmington has beaten Adams 2 of the last 3 times they've met. That dates back to 2016, and these two teams played a whale of a ball game in the season opener a year ago. That game was at Adams, and it went to overtime. And after the Raiders had scored to take the lead, Adams scored to tie it up. They went for the win right then and there, but the 2-point conversion was thwarted on a great tackle by Richard Harris coming out of the secondary. Stopped the ball carrier, they say, no more than a foot from the goal line. The video bore that out, but people were there saying it was so close, and that was it was certainly one of the big plays, maybe the biggest play of the year last year for North Farmington in their season opening win against Adams at Adams. So we have a bit of a delay here in getting this ball kicked off. I'm not sure exactly why. The officials, something is, I can't even speculate. I've seen a couple of people scurrying along the far sideline. I don't know if it's an issue with the yardsticks or something to do with that or what exactly, but they have given us the opportunity here to vamp. As you can see, the last of the sunlight is falling against the visiting stands on the east side of Ron Holland Field. It'll be dark very soon, and it was a lovely day today with temperatures in the mid-70s. We're expected to get down to 58 tonight as we move from September into October. It was a lovely September here in Metro Detroit. We did have a week where it rained a lot. Good for the grass, though, and October is starting out as a fine month as well. So the ball's away, and we are underway tonight here at Holland Field. Ball is fielded at the goal line, and they're going to say that ball is returnable, but not for very much yardage. Rayshon Matthews out to about the 15-yard line, and that's it. That ball looked like he was heading into the end zone. It would have been brought out to the 20-yard line, but Matthews decided to give it a go. And let's take a look at where he was when he fielded that football right near the goal line. Well, his momentum took him back to the goal line, but he fielded it at about the 1 or the 2. So give him about 13 yards on the return. 1st and 10, Raiders at their own 15-yard line. The first play of the football game, the freshman quarterback, number 14, Ryan Shelby, in an empty backfield, out of the shotgun. It's Rayshon Matthews who's going to join the formation late. Number 2, Matthews, will stand astride Shelby, who dumps it into the near flat for Jasper Beeler, who's out beyond the 20-yard line, and he gets a healthy gain on that pass of about 7 yards on first down. So the Raiders open it up tonight through the air. It's that little dump off to Beeler. 2 Highlanders right there, but Beeler, a nice job to step around them and pick up some yards after the catch. And it is 2nd down, 3 yards to go from the Raider 22-yard line. Great to have you with us here on a lovely Friday night here on TV 10. Beeler again, this time via the handoff, and he'll pick up first down yardage before he's shoved back. Forward progress, though, out to the 28 yards. So that's a 6-yard rush for Beeler. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 28-yard line. Nice blocking up front for North Farmington there. And, boy, I'll tell you what, Jasper Beeler knows what to do with the football once he takes hold of it. Nothing special about the formation. Shelby dumps it to the far side, and it's caught down there. And brought for another first down by Beeler out to near the 40-yard line. Forward progress to the 39, so it's a gain of 11 on the pass to Beeler. 1st and 10 Raiders from the 39-yard line. So they're looking, they're starting smartly tonight on offense, North Farmington, as they began at their own 15-yard line, and now they're at the 39, looking very composed. And this time, Shelby is up under center. They'll try the middle, and there's not much there. A gain of about a yard.
Alex the Greek led the tackler.
As it was Matthews on the carry. And the ball advanced only to the 48-yard line. Well, you can pick Ryan Shelby out, the freshman quarterback, by his brand new bright yellow shoes. Another pass to Beeler, stood up at midfield, but able to carry on and get that extra yard before three Adams Highlanders have to come in and finish him off. And it took all three of them to get that done. 4 Adams Highlanders in all. Beeler looking for an escape route. And as you see, he's able to advance the football into Adams territory to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 on the pass to Beeler. 1st and 10. Raiders at the 49. And once again, the Raiders pound the football. This time it's Chase Reed, number 9, on the carry. And a good first down gain of 5 yards on the carry by Chase Reed. That'll make it 2nd down and 5 from the 44. A good-looking drive here to start the football game by North Farmington. Ryan Shelby, who will turn 15 next month, looking to go long down the left side. It's caught down there, caught at the 20-yard line by Aaron Rice, who went up and got the football. Well, the coverage was tight, but it's a pickup of 24 yards on the pass to Rice. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And the reason for the delay at the outset is they need somebody else, a grown-up, on the chain gang. So the call has gone out on the PA system. If I wasn't doing this, I'd go down and do that. It'd probably be fun. Beeler right up the gut to the 17-yard line for 3.
Ball carried by Chase Reed. Tackler is led.
So check it, Reed on the carry.
Tate Pico. It'll be 2nd down for the Raiders.
And he gets 3, 2nd down and 7 from the 17. Raiders, starting at their own 15, have driven now into the red zone. The big play so far, the pass by Ryan Shelby to Aaron Rice. That picked up 24 yards. A little bit of a delay there, and it's Shelby himself, the quarterback. And I'm going to call that no gain.
Tackled by Nick Patera. It'll be 3rd down for the Raiders.
So 3rd and 7 from the 17. And the biggest play of the drive so far. A game of critical importance to North Farmington. Adams leading the OAA White with that perfect 5-0 record. Well, they want to stay unbeaten. Shelby steps into his throw, and it's incomplete.
Shelby's pass is incomplete.
Trying to get it to Beeler.
4th down for the Raiders.
So it's the first incompletion of the football game for Ryan Shelby. Again, good job of giving him that seam, that pocket, to deliver the football, and Beeler just unable to come up with it there. 4th and 7 from the 17, and Scambotti's going to come on to attempt a 35-yarder. Mario Scambotti, number 8, an outstanding place kicker. It's blocked. Blocked down there by the ball's loose still. Look out, it belongs to Adams, and they're going to return it out beyond the 35-yard line to about the 37. It was blocked by number 24, Griffin Henke. And as you saw, it got batted around. It was a free ball for a moment, and then the Highlanders come up with it, so it's a blocked field goal. And Adams, with 7:25 to go here in the quarter and a scoreless game, has the football 1st and 10 at their own 36. Ball carrier is Marco DeGreasy. And DeGreasy
Ball carried by Christian Schomer. Tackled by Rayshon Matthews.
out to the 43-yard line, so he gets 7.
Go deep! Go deep, baby! Let's go deep, man! Step it up! Come on, y'all, here we go!
Get a whistle as the teams come to the line, and it may be an issue with the chains across the way. That's what I think happened, because I thought the original line of scrimmage, I had written it down as the 36. And on the scoreboard it says 2nd and 1 from the 43. Or actually, I'd written it down. Well, I did write down 36, but it must. I'm guessing it was back like maybe that I'm not going to speculate. Maybe it was at the 32. At any rate, I just think the chains are wrong here. They moved it so the line to gain is the Raider 48, and I'm not sure that that's true. So 2 of the officials, you see them near the top of the screen there, are across the way talking to Adams coach, 5th-year coach Tony Petrito, who's back in good health, and we're delighted to report that. He, last summer, in July of 2020, he caught COVID, was in intensive care at Beaumont Hospital for a couple of weeks, and he had his activities were restricted a bit last season, but he's back to full health now, and there's a pass for a first down caught across the way, completed by Parker Pico to Brady Preeskorn.
Preeskorn. That'll be a first down for the Highlanders.
So they quickly took them just a couple of plays to move into Raider territory at the 46-yard line. The Adams possession beginning with a turnover. When we had a field goal blocked by Griffin Hankey. A good first down gain here. Griffin Hankey, we're just talking about him. He's the guy that blocked the field goal, and he goes off the right side down to the 40-yard line to pick up 6. Well, you look at Adams this year. They've scored 153 points and they've given up 40. But only a yard or so here. Pico, the quarterback, on the carry. Rayshon Matthews and Chase Reed were both there on the tackle for the Raiders, and it's a gain of a yard. So it brings up 3rd and 3 from the 39. A big chance here as we take a look at that Raider homecoming crowd down below. Big chance here for North Farmington to make a statement and make a stop and keep this a scoreless tie in the first quarter. Pico with the give to Hank, and he gets hammered, but I think he's picked up sufficient yardage. It's close. He got popped near the line of scrimmage. Landon Canty, number 4, was among those who got to him. And it was enough for the first down. Needed 3, he got 3. So 1st and 10 from the 35, officially a gain of 4 yards on that carry by Hankey. Now Pico to the air. It's picked off, but a flag comes in. Picked off down there by Rice, Aaron Rice on the interception down near the goal line, but that flag came in, and there's a couple of them. So we're going to have to wait and see. right now it's an interception for North Farmington, but keep your eyes on the man in the white hat, and it's pass interference against the Raiders. So it is no interference. It is PI, defensive pass interference. The walk-off to the 21-yard line. First and 10, Adams. And they're knocking on the door now at the 21. No score in the first quarter here at Holland Field. Boy, nice little bit of deception in the backfield. That carry is for close to a first down by Parker Pico. Looked like Pico had handed the football off to Griffin Henke, but he brought it back, kept it himself, and Pico all the way. It's close to another first down. No, they mark him down at the 12. It's a pickup of 9 yards on first down. But it's 2nd and 1 from the 12-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. The clock is running. We are scoreless, but you have to wonder how long will that last. 2nd down and a yard to go for the Rochester Adams Highlanders. I think it's a broken play, and Pico's going to get stood up at the line, or maybe he got the yard he needed for the first down. Again, this is going to be close. Tackled by Wyland Hall, number 54. Pico, that play was clearly designed as a handoff, but he spun away, and it's Hall with the stop at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 1. And it's not much of a 1. The line to gain is the 11. The football resides just outside of it. Off tackle, handoff, and breaking into the second level goes Marco DeCreasy, and he'll have the first down. First and goal for Adams at the 6-yard line after the 6-yard gain by DeCreasy. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Parker Pico rejoining the huddle from the right side of the screen there. Number 11 walks him up to the line of scrimmage. Pico will be attending college at Alabama. There goes a late pitch. Raiders are able to stand the man up, though. Ball carrier was Schomer.
Ball carrier by Joey Shallow.
Or check that. 13, not 3. Joey Shallow, number 13. And he was stopped for a gain of a couple of yards. Well, they're not afraid to try a pitch play like that. A run-pass option, perhaps. A nice little mid-direction play, and it's a touchdown on the give to Marco DeCreasy. So DeCreasy runs it in for 4 yards.
Scored by number 4, Marco DeCreasy.
It's a smart-looking drive for Adams. Took him about 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
The extra point attempt by Colin Timko is good, and our score is...
And Colin Timko's extra point sails through at 7-0 in favor of Adams, as they just moved right down the field. That's a 64-yard, 11-play drive. Took them 3 minutes and 59 seconds. And with the scoring play was a 4-yard run by Marco DeCreasy. So late in the quarter, 1:46 to go in it. 4-yard touchdown run by DeCreasy to cap that drive. And it's 7-0. 7-0 for Adams. So they'll kick it off again. And again, you've got Beeler and Matthews deep for North Farmington. Timko sails an end-over-end kick high and inside the 10-yard line, and I believe that's Beeler on the football for the Raiders. Going to be brought down before he can get to the 30-yard line. There's Matthews, number 2, Rayshon Matthews, on the return. But decent field position when you consider that the last time the Raiders began a drive, they were at their own 15-yard line. They'll start this possession from the 28. So, 7-0 Adams. The pass goes in and out of the hands of Quinn Parpart. Well, Adams going right down the field and scoring after they blocked the field goal. It looked as though the Raiders had come up with a takeaway on an interception by Aaron Rice, but pass interference was called on the play and possession stayed with Adams. And they cashed in. Shelby's pass near side, a little bit too tall for Jasper Beeler. It's back-to-back incompletions for Jasper Beeler. So 3rd down and 10 Raiders at their own 28-yard line as you watch Jasper Beeler, number 3. The star of the Raiders, slowly walking back to the huddle. Clock is stopped on the incompletion. I think there's a minute 31 to go in the first quarter. We have a couple of light bulbs burned out. Nobody in the backfield. Pressure coming. Shaw rolling, running, throwing, and it's caught down there. Complete to Rice. Rice has to hop over the bench, but he's out to the 40-yard line for a gain of a dozen.
10 yards and another Raiders.
First and 10 Raiders at the 40-yard line on the, well, it was a great play on both ends as Ryan Shelby, the quarterback, had to show a bit of escapability and he had to throw it on the run, and Aaron Rice made the play at the sideline, and it's 1st and 10 Raiders out to their own 40-yard line, the kind of a play that can give a team a lift. Beeler, though, hit at the line of scrimmage and he's going nowhere. No gain on that carry by Beeler.
Ball for the Raiders. Tackle by Alex the Greek.
I'd have to say Adams travels fairly well. I'm looking at the visiting stands across the way. They're about half full. There are not too many schools in the OAA that are farther away from North Farmington than Rochester Adams. A couple, but not many. Shelby, blitz coming. Passes away, and it's complete. Short of the first down, but complete to Rice again. He's caught 3 balls now tonight. And that'll be a pickup of 7 yards.
It'll be 3rd down for the Raiders.
So a big 3rd and 3 here for North Farmington, out near midfield at the 47. Shelby, number 14, just moving out of your picture there. Are they going to call timeout? No, it's actually going to be the end of the quarter. So that's a bit of a break there for North Farmington. They will have an opportunity to select just the play they want to run here as they trail Rochester Adams by a score of 7-0 after our first period of play. Raiders had a decent drive going on their first possession. It stalled in the red zone, and they were forced to attempt a 35-yard field goal, and it was blocked by Adams's Griffin Hankey, And after the ball got batted around in midair for a short period of time, it was returned by Adams out to around the 35, 36-yard line thereabouts. And, well, actually, I can tell you exactly. It was the 36-yard line. And the reason I can tell you that is because of the ensuing drive. It lasted, it was 64 yards and 11 plays and 4 minutes long in length. And they took it into the end zone. The scoring play was a 4-yard run by Marco DeCrisi. And that was all the scoring in the first quarter. A nice looking drive by Adams. And now the Raiders, on their second possession of the football game, are trying to answer with a nice drive of their own. They face 3rd down and 3 from their own 47-yard line. The line to gain is midfield. 3-by-1 in the wide receiver situation. 3 to the far side. That's where the pass goes, and it's off the hands and incomplete. Going up to get it was Mill Coleman, but no thrill this time. He's just unable to haul that one in, and it falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down for the Raiders.
Tell you what, won't be too many more football seasons until Mill goes up and gets that ball. The sophomore wide receiver with just a heck of a future, a ton of promise. And the son of the original Mill the Thrill Coleman, star at Harrison High School and Michigan State University football, now on the coaching staff at North Farmington. Coach was telling us that like any father-son coaching combination, you tend to be tougher on your own kid than you are on the rest of them. At the snap, a whistle sounds, and this is likely, well, let's not speculate. There's a lot of motion in that Raider backfield. They get called for delay of game.
Against the Raiders. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So they were trying to fool Adams, and maybe were looking to fake a punt. Ultimately, it was Aaron Rice who got the kick away, but as we say, the whistle had sounded, so it's 5 yards against the Raiders, and it means it's 4th down and 8 to go for North Farmington. Football's at their own 42-yard line. We're just underway here in the second quarter at Holland Field on a beautiful evening for football, beautiful evening for homecoming, which it is. Adams leading North Farmington by that score of 7-0. And a nice kick here by Rice, going to be fielded on a couple of hops and brought out across the 25-yard line, far sideline, on the return by Christian Schomer.
Pumped by Aaron Rice, returned by Christian Schomer, tackled by Landon Canty.
.45 to go here in the first half. And Adams will begin their second possession of the football game at their own 23. As we say, they lead the score. They lead by a score of 7-0. Well, what a weekend of football we've had here in the Detroit area. We didn't have a game for you last Friday night on TV 10. We hate when that happens, but everybody was on the road. And Saturday, I was at the Michigan State-Nebraska game, and what a contest that turns out to be. Not sure if this isn't a broken play again, as Pico, the quarterback, spins and goes off right guard for 3.
Let's go defense. Let's go deep.
Tacklers led by David Dooley.
Let's go defense. Let's go deep. Come on, hold it, boy. Go, baby. Go, Hope.
2nd down
Go, y'all.
from the 27. Pico just does get it away as the rush arrives, and he fires down the middle incomplete. Overshot Marco DeCrisi. I'll tell you what, all kinds of rush was coming in on Parker Pico.
Head down, baby. Here we go. Go deep.
So 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 26. Third down, 7 to go. Adams with the 7-0 lead. Pico rolling, throwing, and that's incomplete. sailing over everybody's heads. So a couple of incomplete passes, and Adams is into a punting situation, 4th down and 10 from their own 26. And it's Brady. Well, check that. Prescorn is not their punter. I'm not sure. Or maybe he is. I don't. I'm checking. It's number 30 is out there to kick it away. Number 30 is Tate Pico, and I think he's the twin brother of Parker Pico, the quarterback, because they're both juniors. Pressure coming. I think they got a hand on it. It's going to be returned, gathered in out of midair, and brought back to the near the 15-yard line. That was Chase Reed, number 9. Dooley got a hand on the kick, and Chase Reed takes it out of midair and returns it down. I'm just waiting to see where they spot the ball. It's inside. It's near the 15-yard line. It may be. I'm just going to wait for a moment here. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct play after the kick was blocked.
It is unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Raiders.
Possession will remain with North Farmington, but instead of starting from near the 15-yard line, instead the Raiders will start 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They take over with 10:56 to go here in the half. Adams in the lead, 7-0. Great to have you with us here on YouTube and on TV 10. Whether you're watching us live or on tape. Boy, that's a dangerous pitch, and this play's going to lose, and now the ball's fumbled, and it's recovered by Adams. Oh, there's a turning point play in the football game right here. The ball carrier was, I'm not sure, it was number 6. But at any rate, the pitch part went okay, but it was sussed out. It was going to lose big time. But then the ball came loose. And it's all the way back out to the 44-yard line. So it's fumbled away. And Adams has it 1st and 10 from the 44. With 10:51 left in the second quarter. So that Raider possession lasted a grand total of 5 seconds. So the Adams offense, led by their quarterback, number 11, Parker Pico, back out onto the field. Dive play up the middle will pick up a couple of yards. The ball carrier is Henke.
Tacklers for the Raiders were led by Jalen Casey.
So a big turnover for North Farmington, and that's 2 of them here in the first half. They had a field goal blocked, and you had the chances of Massimo Scambati making that field goal because he often does make the field goal. He's a terrific kicker. Little fake handoff, little delay at the line, and a tackle by Chike Udemba. Schomer loses a yard. Or call it no gain. They give him progress to the 46. 3rd down and 8 from the 46-yard line. And the Raiders have an opportunity here to negate the turnover. Boy, it's funny how it goes sometimes. The Raiders look to be all set in business after a takeaway of their own with a 1st and 10 at the 15, 16-yard line, but a personal foul moved them back to the 31, and then they fumbled the ball away, and what a nifty catch on the far sideline. Keeping a foot in bounds was Max Cybor. And he's inside the Raider 40-yard line to the 38. It's a 16-yard pickup. And just like that, Adams, they keep their drive alive. Parker Peacock, quarterback, brings them to the line. They'll stay on the ground on first down and pick up a couple 3 yards on the first down play.
Tacklers led by Anderson Scalati.
Hankey on the carry, and he actually got 4 yards to the 34. Still 7-0 Adams. Clock is running here at Holland Field. 8:40 to go in the second quarter. 7-0. The visitors have the lead in this battle tonight of teams who wear the brown and the gold.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Ready? Let's go. Get in there.
Good tackle there by Chase Reed to bring Griffin Hankey down after a gain of a couple of yards.
Third down, Greg. Come on.
Gain of 3. And it's third down and 3 from the 31. Well, there's the whole situation. You see those yardsticks on the far sideline. And the down box says 3. And that's the distance to the forward stick. Third down and about 3. Got to get it to the 29-yard line. Man in motion takes the handoff, cuts upfield, and picks up the first down. That's Christian Schomer.
Christian Schomer.
Forced out of bounds, but he does pick up the first. All the way down to the 28-yard line. So it's only a pickup of 3, but that's enough. First and 10, Adams at the 28. So the Raiders, this would be the time to be stout and pick up a stop. Keeper by Parker Pico. They stopped at the line of scrimmage. He was grabbed on to by Anderson Scalati. Udemba on the stop as well, but it was mostly Scalati, it looked to me. They're going to give him a pickup of 2 yards on the play.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Keep playing. Come on, Raiders. Let's go.
Darkness is taken over now. We're under the lights in total at Holland Field. They try it right up the middle, and I'll tell you what, you got to be impressed by that running play by Griffin Hankey. It looked like he was stopped at the point of attack, but he was able to twist and slither his way through and pick up a couple of yards on that play. That didn't look like he was going to pick up very many at all, but he's down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2, and it brings up third down and 6. So another big third down situation here. Another opportunity for the Raiders to get a stop. Clock continues to run. We approach 6:15 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Adams. The third down try, and they're going to pick that up. Another solid run by Griffin Hankey, number 24. And I say he picked it up, but let's see where they spot it. Might be closer than I think. It is. They're going to say he's short of it. It's going to be 4th and inches. No, now they say first down. So he just barely, or where are they? There they go. They had not moved the chains or changed the down box. So the carry to the 18-yard line is good for a gain of 4. Adams keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10 now at the Raider 18-yard line. The defense has, well, you look at the Raiders coming in with back-to-back losses after their 3-0 start. They've given up over 30 points in each of those 2 losses. Pico swarmed under at about the 15-yard line for a pickup of 3.
David Julie and Landon Canty, there's a flag on the play.
There is a flag. Holding holding against Rochester. They'll walk it off from the spot of the foul, which appears to be the 20-yard line. It'll stay first down. But now
The
it's
penalty is holding against the Highlanders, a 10-yard penalty.
now it's a first down and 22 from the 30. First and 22, Adams at the 30-yard line. The fans down below us here at Holland Field getting enthusiastic, looking for a stop. Hanky, the ball carrier, he'll get 2 or 3.
Griffin Hinkey carried the ball.
Trying that left side, he
was
found
led by
Jalen
Chico
Casey, big number 50.
And Chase Reed.
It's a 2-yard gain. It is second down and 20 from the 28. I was told the fans were getting a bit more enthusiastic down below. There's the cheerleaders spurring them on. Pico to throw. Just a little slant in route. And it's complete to Max Cybor.
Max Cybor, but there's a flag on the play.
That's down to the 24, but there's another flag down there thrown near, well, about the 25-yard line, other side of the field from where the ball was caught. And it's going against Adams. The decision now for John Herstein is whether or not the Raider coach, whether or not to take the penalty. Penalty is declined. So the gain on the play is to the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. And it's going to be third down and 15. Adams huddling away out near the 40-yard line. And they slowly come to the line of scrimmage, facing the third down and long. Third down and 15 to go. High snap, flags fly. It's a procedure call here on Adams, so that'll back him up further.
Penalty is a false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So the line to gain is the 8. They'll scrimmage after the penalty from the 28. Third down and 20 from the 28. Parker Pico, the center for Adams. We mentioned that he's going to attend at the University of Alabama, but it's as a baseball player. One of the best baseball players in the area, we're told, and it must be true. He's been recruited and will attend Alabama. Look at him stand in there, deliver the deep ball, but he sent it too far over the head, over the outstretched arm of Christian Schomer. Incomplete.
Stick around for halftime. We'll have performances from the North Farmington cheerleaders, Farmington United Pond, and the Raider marching band. If we could have someone from the cheer squad and Farmington United send their music to the booth, please.
Well, maybe you heard on the PA that at halftime the cheerleaders will be putting on a show, and the Farmington United pom-pom squad will as well. We'll have that for you on TV 10. The marching band's going to play, I presume, at a nice parade on this homecoming night. I'm also thinking it's, well, typically one announces the homecoming king and queen and the court. Pico being chased, finally forced out of bounds, but not until he's down near the 15-yard line, about 7 yards short of the line to gain, but a pickup of 13 yards by Pico. And so North Farmington will take over with 3:19 to go in the half, and they'll do it at their own 15-yard line. So no points on that drive by Adams. But when they took over, There were 10 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the half, so they've taken 6.5 minutes off the clock on that drive. 3:19 to go now as the Raiders take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Shelby up under center. Beeler, the ball carrier, shoved out of bounds around the 22-yard line. Tell you what, we're not going to have a TV10 game for you next week or the week after that, as both Farmington and North Farmington are on the road. And we will close out the regular season here at Holland Field when North Farmington entertains Traverse City. And you will recall that it was Traverse City that knocked the Raiders out of the playoffs earlier this year because they, with the COVID, they extended the playoffs into January. Shelby is going to be, he got the pass away. I think it was caught. They say no. Mill Coleman almost came up with that ball. It would have been a first down. And somehow Ryan Shelby got it away. That's the remarkable part. Even though not caught, it's an incomplete pass instead of a sack loss. And the Raiders call a timeout here, their first, with 3:0 something left to go in the in the first half. I'm not sure if it's 3:09 or 3:04. It really doesn't matter that much. But we got a couple of lights blown out or burned out here. We even have a couple of non-functional lights in the scoreboard clock. So at any rate, the Raiders in their regular season finale will be hosting the team that beat them in the playoffs last year, 50-22. And we'll have that for you here on TV 10. But again, that's 2 weeks from now. Two weeks from now, it makes it October 20. So 3 weeks from now. No, I'm sorry, October 22nd. All right, 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. And out beyond the 26, very close to the first down is Beeler. And yes, he got enough for the first, out to the 26-yard line. Raiders maintain possession as we go under 3 to play here in a fast-paced first half. Adams 7, Raiders no score. Straight up I formation here. It's Beeler at the tailback position. But the play goes the other way, a little pass to Aaron Rodgers, and Rodgers with a pickup of a dozen. Out to the 48-yard line. First and 10 Raiders as they approach, or check it. It's I get my yard markers messed up. It's at the 39-yard line. There we go. First and 10 nonetheless. Flag, or well, whistles, presumably there's the flag across the way. Likely, well, let's wait and see. Likely a procedure call against the Raiders. And it was.
5-yard penalty remains first down.
So still first down for North Farmington. But now it's first and 15 from the 34. 2:03 left in the first. Raiders with 2 timeouts remaining. They'd love to get some points on the board here against Adams. Shelby, pocket breaking down. He's down, and he fumbled. It's a live football recovered by Adams at about the 15-yard line, a little inside the 15-yard line. So Shelby under pressure lost the football, and Adams is going to take over first and 10 at the Raider 13-yard line. Oh my. First and 10, Adams at the 13. Oh, you talk about a big play in a football game. Another turnover. And that's 3 of them now. As the Raiders have had a field goal blocked and they fumbled the football away twice. Pico still has the football, going to be dumped for a loss. First guy to get there for the Raiders was Mickey Smith. Adams will use a timeout here. The loss on that play is 4 yards. So the timeout comes with 1:26 to go. Adams 7, North Farmington no score. Boy, if the Raiders could come up big here defensively and keep Adams off the scoreboard or even limit them to a field goal, how big would that be? Football is marked officially at the 16-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 13. Henke inside the 10, going right up the middle.
Pico carried the ball, tackled by Rayshawn Matthews.
I thought that was Henke, number 24 on that carry. But at any rate, the gain on the play is to the 10, so it picked up 6. That's the important thing. And it's 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8 from the 10 yard, or 3rd and 7 actually from the 10. Pico rolling, tucks it under. He goes inside the 10-yard line. He's forced out at about the 5. He's short of the first down. So it's going to, there's a flag. There's a flag that was thrown back around the 15.
The Highlanders, that'll be a 10-yard penalty, remains 3rd down. So
it's holding. And again, they'll walk it off from the point of the infraction. When they're done doing that, we'll know where what yard line Adams will scrimmage from, and it's the 26-yard line. So that's penalty cost him 16 yards to the 26, and it's 3rd down and 24. 3rd and long. Even so, it's up to the Raiders to keep them from gaining much. And Pico, time to throw, has a man over the middle, and it goes incomplete in the end zone. Beeler, you see him number 3 on coverage there against the other number 3, Christian Schomer. So it's an incomplete pass. And from here, it would be a 43-yard field goal attempt. 37 seconds left to go in the half. Well, they're going to try that 43-yard field goal. Wow. The place kicker is Colin Timko, number 36. The boot is on the way. It's short. It bounces harmlessly through and out of the end zone. And I'll tell you what, the Raiders dodged a bullet big time right there. They had turned the football over in the red zone. Adams had the football at the 10-yard line, and they wind up, due to a hold and some other factors, they wind up scrimmaging from back at the 26-yard line. A 43-yard field goal is no good. Adams gets no points off that turnover. How about that? It stays a 7-0 game. 33 seconds left to go here in the half. 7-0 Adams, and the Raiders are pretty happy about that, frankly.
Timeout called by Rochester Adams.
Rochester using their 2nd timeout of the first half at this juncture. So on this, which turns out to be our second to last broadcast of the regular season, we're here at North Farmington on homecoming. And those guys, the white-clad, yellow-trimmed Rochester Adams Highlanders, have the lead 7-0. On the strength of a 64-yard touchdown drive on their first possession of the football game. That counts as points off turnover because the Raiders had a field goal blocked, and that's how Adams took over at their own 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for North Farmington. This late in the half, though, you'll wonder if they'll just essentially take a knee. 3 turnovers in this first half for the Raiders, but they've only given up the 7 points. Shelby skips it to Beeler, incomplete.
Shelby's pass is incomplete, intended for Jasper Beeler.
I mentioned the Michigan State-Nebraska game last Saturday night. I was at that game. And for all it looked like Michigan State was going to lose for sure. They just couldn't get any offense going in the second half. They led at halftime, but in the second half, the MSU offense gained a grand total of 12 yards. They went 3 and out 5 times. And you're thinking, well, that's so much for Michigan State tonight, but then they got a punt return for a touchdown, right? Jaden Reed with about a little under 4 minutes to go. That tied the score at 20, and then Michigan State won it in overtime. We've got a close game here tonight, just a 7-point margin as we approach halftime, and a whistle prior to the snap. Pardon me. A whistle prior to the snap.
Penalty is offsides on the defense.
And it was Adams jumping off sides. I thought they pointed at Adams. So the ball moves out to the 25-yard line on the penalty. And it is 2nd down and 5. Down to 26 seconds left to go in the first half. Raiders trying to snap a surprise 2-game losing streak that came on the heels of a 3-0 start for John Herstein's team this season. But boy, Adams, well, they're playing them tough. They're good. They're 5-0. They're not 5-0 by accident. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5, North Farmington at their own 25. Empty backfield for Ryan Shelby. Jasper Beeler in the slot to the near side. And Aaron Rice, who's caught 3 passes in this first half, is flanked on the left side, the near side as you view the action. And that's where Shelby throws the ball, and Rice has got it, and he gets stuck, and he hangs on to the football. There were 3 Highlanders in the vicinity, but the pass complete out to the 49-yard line.
Timeout called by North Farmington.
Raiders use their 2nd timeout after the pickup of 24 yards. 4th catch of the night for Rice. 1st and 10, Raiders out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 25 seconds left to go in the first half. John Herstein gathers them around. The 3rd-year Raider head coach talking to everybody. It seems especially to number 2, Rayshawn Matthews. Number 14 there is Ryan Shelby, the quarterback. He's talking to him too, and you would expect that he would be the talented freshman of North Farmington. Sophomore. If he was a freshman, he'd be playing freshman ball. The talented sophomore won't turn 15 until next month. So 1st and 10, North Farmington. They're a couple of games off the lead in the OAA White Division, and it's Adams, their opponent tonight, who holds that lead with the 3-0 conference record. Catch by Beeler, and he steps right out of bounds. Play gains 4. 26 seconds, says the scoreboard clock. That's all that's left in the first half. second only to Ryan Shaw. This Raider attack depends on number 3, Jasper Beeler. A rainbow formation here, 2 by 2. Good protection. Ball delivered by Shelby, that's caught down there, but out of bounds. Oh, he almost had Rice for another one down near the 20-yard line, but they say it goes incomplete. It was close. It was close to another gigantic catch by Rice, who's had a couple of them here in the first half. "15 seconds remaining in the half." With Beeler in the slot, there are 3 receivers split to the right. Rice alone on the left side. The pass goes to him, and he catches it and dances out of bounds inside the 40. Good for a Raider first down.
Good for a gain of 7 yards.
Down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders there. Pickup of 10 yards.
First down.
1st and 10. I'm going to say that's 11 seconds left in the half. Your guess is as good as mine, but I think it's 11. It was 15 before the last play began. Wonder what Sam Body's long is, right? If he could kick a 40-yard field goal, the Raiders would have to get the ball down to the 23 for him to do it. Flushed. Stops, throws. And I think it was caught down there. It was. It was down to the 26-yard line. It's Beeler, number 3, on the reception. Hard for me to see due to all the Raiders standing around on the first down, but it's a first down, North Farmington to the 27-yard line. Another pickup of a dozen yards. Five seconds showing on the clock. So they're going to try the field goal here. It'll be a 42-yarder. And Adams ices Mario Sambati. Well, I was there on Sunday afternoon when, what's his name? Tucker, wasn't it? When he kicked the 66-yard field goal, the longest field goal in NFL history. And, of course, it beat the Lions. And people were saying we've never seen anything like it. But I remember when I was actually a student at Farmington High School back in 1970 when Tom Dempsey kicked a 63-yarder on the last play of the game to beat the Lions. So I'd seen it before, a record kick beating Detroit. That was the first field goal of at least 60 yards in NFL history. Broke the existing record by 7 yards. Sam Body. This is going to be a 44-yard try. The ball down. The kick is up. Is it long? It is long. It is good! Mario Massimo Sambati. Sambati hits from 44 yards on the last play of the half. Oh, Massimo. How about it? How about that? A 44-yard field goal. That's got to be the longest I've ever called here on TV 10. And so the Raiders, they get points on that. Most importantly, they escape the turnover by not giving up points. And then they're able to put together a nifty little drive in the waning seconds of the half, and they get points on the board. And the score at halftime is Adams 7 and North Farmington 3. Pretty good stuff. All right, you see they're setting up the clock for halftime. We've got a lot of show for you here tonight. The Raider marching band is going to be out there. The cheerleaders are going to put on a performance. The pom-pom girls, they'll do the same. We're going to have it all for you here on TV 10 and anything else that may come along. Then we'll be back with second half action for you. A thrilling end of the first half. Let's hope we have more in store for the second half. It is the Highlanders 7 and the Raiders 3 at halftime, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes, everybody.
He's somewhere as a college. He's somewhere at some sort of college.
Get on my bully, bout that green like I'm Kendrick Perkins. I told a bully with a beam, this shoulder 30. Up in here acting like I'm clean, I know I'm dirty.
Who the hell is Harlow?
Work it. Get on my bully, bout that green like I'm Kendrick Perkins. I told a bully with a beam, this shoulder 30. Up in here acting like I'm clean, I know I'm dirty. Work it.
Ooh, Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy, tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. You gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soulja Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what?
Cute face, fat. Jump in my jeans, jump in my bag. Pull up VIP, we ain't going outside. I'm feeling like B, I'm the best you never had. Arch your back, pop your cat, charge your tax. That's that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Farmington cheerleaders. And now stepping out onto the track, your Farmington United Palm.
Come on, yeah, come on, riders, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, riders, yeah, come on, jam, yeah, come on, riders, yeah, come on, jam, yeah, come on, riders, for real, come on, die, we about to blow, rough riders, we about to blow, take it like we about to blow, man, just don't know, die, we about to blow, rough riders, we about to blow, take it like we about to blow, man, just don't know. Stick to the script, cause you know how that shit go, quick to the flip, dog, hit and don't let go, kick that shit, yo, wrong or right, we dog for life, it's on tonight, make money, 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 take money, 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 bloodline, get down cause I love mine, I can put my life on the line at least one time. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind, up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out, up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool, up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool, up in here, line, we bout to blow, rough riders, we bout to blow, take it like we bout to blow, man, just don't know, line, we bout to blow, rough riders, we bout to blow, take it like we bout to blow, man, just don't know.
Thank you, Farmington United Palm. It's time for halftime at Holland Field with the Spirit of North Raider Marching Band. Tonight, we take you on a high seas adventure. Drum Major First Class Hannah Meltzer and Assistant Drum Major Sarah Monero. Is your band ready? Featuring original music and show design by J.R. Trimpe, the Raider Marching Band presents their complete 2021 season show, Pirates.
His wife, this wife is
Ladies and gentlemen, the Spirit of North Raider Marching Band. See them perform again Friday, October 22nd. And now, please direct your attention to the track where we announce the winner of the banner contest. The winning group will receive a cash donation from Student Senate. The 2021 banner winner is, or should I say are, the sophomores, freshmen, and juniors. And now we'll award the coveted Sidney Cup. This award is given annually at homecoming to the class who has demonstrated the most school spirit this week. Presenting the award this year is Student Senate President Alyssa Peak. And the winner of the 2021 Sidney Cup are the seniors. Congratulations, class of 2022. Now we would like to recognize the students from each grade level nominated by their peers to represent their class on Raider Royalty. Through their service, positivity, and involvement, these students were selected and voted on by peers for their positive impact on North. Our first representative is from the class of 2025. Skylar Wayne is on the JV volleyball team and enjoys spending time with friends. The second representative is Matt Hess. Matt is a freshman hoping to join the lacrosse team at North with his friends. Our third representative, also from the class of 2025, Ms. Cheyenne Weems. She's a freshman who enjoys spending time with her friends and making others laugh. Congrats to the class of 2025 representatives. Our first sophomore representative is Alyssa Chapman. Alyssa is an NFHS cheerleader and track runner. Next up is Ben Gonzalez representing the class of 2024. Ben likes to play soccer and basketball. Congratulations to our class of 2024 representatives. Our first junior representative is Rachel Hewitt. Rachel is a junior on the Farmington United Pom-Pom team and enjoys baking. Our second representative from the class of 2023 is Ian Kraft. Ian is a junior who plays varsity tennis and lacrosse. Our first representative from the class of 2022 is Amelia Scarchilli. Amelia is a senior on the volleyball team and enjoys hanging out with her friends and family. The second senior representative is Massimo Scambati. Massimo is a senior on the football and soccer team. Next up, representing the seniors, is Nikhil Sheth. Nikhil is the senior class president and on the North soccer team. Our next representative for the class of 2022 is Alyssa Peak. Alyssa is the student senate president and serves as president of the Diversity Club and Student Roundtable. Next, we have Michael Davis. Michael is one of your senior class presidents. He is hardworking and thankful for this opportunity. We also have Hannah Meltzer representing the class of 2022. Hannah is a senior and drum major for the marching band. Congratulations to all of our Raider representatives from their senior class who their peers selected. Now to help crown the winners, we have Jan Surkar and Mukit Isani. For our first winner, congratulations to Michael Davis for being selected one of the winners for your class. Thank you for the commitment to leadership skills that you have demonstrated throughout your 4 years at North. Next, we would like to congratulate a senior who has put her drive for leadership into action not only at North, but also in the community. Let's have a round of applause for our next Raider representative, Alyssa Peak. Thank you, Michael and Alyssa, for all that you do to make North Farmington a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 North Farmington Raider representatives, Michael Davis and Alyssa Peak. This concludes our halftime homecoming festivities. Raider reps and families, please exit the stadium towards the clock tower for photos. Thanks again, Raider representatives, for all you do for North Farmington High School. And now it's time to get out those 50-50 raffle tickets. Go ahead and get out those 50-50 raffle tickets. Tonight's winner is going to take home $326, so go ahead and get out those tickets now. The winning number is 0874007. 0874007. If you have the winning ticket, please report to the press box.
Yes. So Massimo Scambati hits from 44, and the Raiders are back in the football game. That'll be your thumbnail headline or summation of the first half. They're trailing the Rochester Adams Highlanders. The Raiders are a team that comes in here with a perfect 5-0 record this season, a record we well thought North Farmington might have at this point of the season after they got off to a 3-0 start and had outscored their opponents by a margin of about 130 to 28. It just looked super doing it, but those were all 3 home games. And the Raiders went on the road, and the road beat them up. Back-to-back losses for North Farmington as they dropped the contest. They're both close. They got beat at Oak Park by a final score of 30 to 24 the following week last Saturday. They got beat at Rochester 32-27. So those back-to-back losses make games like tonight's virtual imperatives because you look at the schedule the rest of the way for the Raiders. They're at Seaholm next week, and you might like your chances in that one. Seaholm is yet to win this season, going into to play tonight, winless in OAA play, Oakland Activities Association. But back-to-back games to close it out, and you can't be optimistic terribly about either one of them. They're taking on the defending state champions, West Bloomfield, on October the 15th, a couple of weeks from tonight. And then they'll wrap it up right here on TV 10 here at Ron Holland Field against Traverse City Central, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs back in January and did it handily, 50 to 22. So a couple of toughies coming up on the schedule. And in your worst case scenario, were the Raiders to lose all 3 of the games tonight's and those 2 against West Bloomfield and Traverse City, well, you're talking about a 4-win, 5-loss season, and it's certainly not altogether clear at all if a record like that would put them in the postseason. And things look so promising just 3 weeks in. But the Raiders, with that long field goal on the last play of the first half, have gotten back into the football game, trailing it 7-3, and it's Scambati who kicks it away, and Adams will have the first possession of the second half. In terms of the Raiders turned it over 3 times in that first half, but only one of them hurt them. And it's not really clear that had events gone differently, it really would have hurt them. It was a blocked field goal at the end of North Farmington's first possession of the football game, and Adams took over at their own 36-yard line and drove 64 yards for the score. Had the field goal been not good, Adams would have lost only about 10 yards of field position. And so that turnover wasn't the end of the world, but a couple of costly ones for the Raiders turned out to not be costly as the defense rose up and stopped Adams without picking up points. It's Pico on the carry on the first play of the second half, and the Adams quarterback goes for a gain of 8. I told you probably a couple of times, Pico will be attending the University of Alabama on a baseball scholarship. But tonight, he's at quarterback. And the second man through, Schomer gets the handoff needed to get to the 30, and he does that handily enough. And 1st and 10 for Adams as that carry goes for 4.
First down for the Highlanders.
But certainly the Raiders would like to set a tone at this time. Trailing it by 4 as we move into the second half. Well, the Raider line read that play.
Tackle in the backfield by a host of Raider tacklers.
The host of tacklers was led, I thought, by number 54, Wyland Hall. Number 54 in to make that stop. And the play fails to gain. And it's the 2nd down and 10. See a lot of misdirection in this Adams backfield. This time the give goes to the man in motion, and he gets about a yard or two. DeCreasy. And the guy I thought was in on the last stop, Mekhi Smith, number 23, is in on that tackle as well. It's a pickup of a couple of yards, and it's 3rd and 8. Bit of a full house look in the backfield here. Pico, 2-step drop, throws long, and it's caught. Going to be a first down for Adams inside the Raider 40. Christian Schomer made the catch, tackled by Jasper Beeler, but it's a big gain for Adams here. All the way down to the 37-yard. And it's 1st and 10 for Adams in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. I believe that's the longest play, the biggest chunk that Adams has broken off here tonight. They've got it 1st and 10. Their drive continues now into North Farmington territory, and a big gain on 1st down. Inside the 25-yard line goes Griffin Henke. And the Raider secondary has to come up and make the tackle there. That's a 13-yard pickup. Another first down for Adams, and now they're at the Raider 24. This is the first possession of the second half. We've just gone under 9 minutes to play in it. Rochester, Adams 7, North Farmington 3. So that Raider defense, I think, I'm not sure if that was a busted play. It was a busted tackle, though. And Pico, the quarterback, keeps the legs churning. He went through the tackle of Rayshon Matthews, which would have had him stopped near the line of scrimmage, but instead he's down inside the 20-yard line all the way down to the 17, and what looked like a play for little or no gain turns into a 7-yard pickup, and it's 2nd down and 3. So this is a pretty big possession in this football game. The Raiders trying, starting on defense to begin the second half. And well, they'd like to get Adams off the field without points, but they've turned in Rochester Adams. A smart-looking drive here to open the third. Pico sweeping the right side.
Pico carried the ball.
And he's down inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be a goal-to-go situation here for Adams. The ball all the way down to the 4-yard line, so a 13-yard pickup by Pico. As they drive towards the goal line to our right. Shotgun. Second guy through takes the handoff, won't get anywhere. It was Henke on the carry. And the first guy to get to him was number 5, Chike Udemba.
2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Second down, goal to go. This first drive of the half is about to go over the 5-minute mark in length as we approach, just moments away from the 7-minute mark in quarter number 3. Pico kept it. Nice fake to Henke, and Pico's into the end zone.
Touchdown by number 11, Parker Pico.
Well, a good fake told the story there, as it looked like he was handing the football off to DeCreasy, pulled it back, Pico, and romps into the end zone. 13-3 now. Adams with the lead. extra point is sailing off into the night and
Extra point
good.
Good in our scores. Rochester Adams.
So
14,
Timko hits the extra point, and Adams goes right down the field to score to begin the second half.
Happy Pizza, Michigan Elite Football Club, Rainbow Rehabilitation Centers, Dr. Thomas D. Giussino, Supercar Wash, Buffalo Wild Wings. Sellers
Touchdown
Jewish
comes with
GMC,
6:54
Market, Leo's Coney Island, Heartless
left to
Market,
go in the third, so a
Partners
5
Ice Cream,
minute,
Sharing
6-second
Horn
drive.
Memorial Scholarship, Dr. Morasso. Cutting Edge Services.
And it's
LLC,
14-3 in favor of Adams. They just drove right down the field after taking that second half kickoff. It's 80 yards.
Scalati Wealth Management, Mike Hamill,
80 yards in 10 plays.
and Tim Mumford.
And again, that drive taking 5:06 off the clock.
Kicking off for the Highlanders, number
So
36,
Timko will kick it off.
Back deep to the Raiders.
North Farmington in this third quarter, moving from our right to our left, moving from south to north. We'll see if they can answer the touchdown by Adams that has made it an 11-point football game, 14-3. Beeler in the field of play will return up the middle, cuts to the near hash, and here he comes down the numbers to the 30. Cutting inside of the 40, tripped up. No, still on his feet. Out beyond the 40-yard line, and a return of 40 yards on that kickoff by Jasper Beeler. On as a whole, there's a bad block, and it's coming back. Well, the line of scrimmage would have been the 42, but instead, boy, they're walking it back inside the 15. So basically, the penalty there, the illegal block, has cost North Farmington 30 yards of field position. Instead of being out beyond the 40, they're back inside the 15. First and 10 Raiders. Trailing now 14-3 as Adams, which scored the first time they had the football tonight, scores on their first possession of the second half. And the first down play loses yardage, a yard or two. Now, just a yard of a loss of 1 yard to the 12. The long ball overthrown, and is that picked off? It might have been picked off.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag. It looked to me like Christian Schomer of Adams came up with the football. Pass interference against Adams, though.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
Well, that happened in North Farmington on the aforementioned touchdown drive in the first quarter by Adams. Looked like the Raiders had intercepted a pass, but it was pass interference against North Farmington, and instead of change of possession, it was 15 yards in favor of Adams, and they went on to score. That penalty moves the football up to the 27-yard line. First and 10 Raiders. So they're working out of the deep part of the field. Now there's a big-time gainer, and there's Beeler, and he's breaking away, and I don't think they're not going to catch him. Jasper Beeler, 73 yards to the house. Jasper Beeler touchdown, and the tide turns again. The Falcons the Raiders get back to within 5. Here you go. Just a quick hitter. There's nothing special here at all. Just take it up the middle. Look at that seam blocking. They created a hole about 3, maybe 4 feet wide tops. That's plenty for a guy like Jasper Beeler, and he's in stride, and there's nobody there, and Jasper Beeler goes 73 for the touchdown. Jasper Beeler's touchdown gets North Farmington back into this football game, and Massimo Scambati's extra point is on the way, and it is good, and it is 14-10.
The extra point attempt by Massimo Scambati is good, and our score is Rochester Adams 14, North Farmington 10.
So a chunk play. I was just thinking about saying that the Raider offense, their options tonight seemed to me to be limited. All of the pass completions virtually, and maybe all of them, seemed to go to one receiver, right? Number 15, Aaron Rice. But then they just hit the quick hitter. And with 5:49 to go, the Raiders have answered. Well, blocking, that was the story there. They just created that you could see it. The Raider blockers just created enough of an opening, and that seam was about 10 yards in length vertically. And I'll tell you, Jasper Beeler just went up the middle with it hard and fast, and he was gone. So JB with the 73-yard touchdown run, a football game again here at Holland Field. The ball being returned by Adams out to up beyond the 30, near the 35-yard line. Now maybe I can see on the replay who returned it. That's number 20. There we go. That's DeMarcus Rouse. Shoved out of bounds across the way. Markel King, number 28, among the Raiders doing the shoving there. And Adams will start at their 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Adams. They take over with 5:39 left to go in the third. Well, the Raiders are back into the football game now. And they need their defense to keep them in the football game now. I'll tell you what, an impressive performance by Adams quarterback Parker Pico, who drops. Just flips that ball right down the middle, has his man open. That's Christian Schomer on the reception and Tristan Hoke on the tackle. But it's all the way out to midfield. It's a 17-yard pass play. So the Highlanders, 1st and 10, right there on the Raider logo, that beautiful Raider logo painted prominently at midfield here at Ron Holland Stadium. Ron Holland Field. Little delay, and the Raiders didn't buy it. How about that play by Jalen Casey, number 50? He wrapped up Griffin Hankey, who's been a thorn in the side tonight. And he wrapped him up. They'll give him credit for a 1-yard gain. And that's all. 2nd down and 9. As Adams moves into Raider territory. We talk about Ron Holland, the first great football coach here at North Farmington. And one of his assistants was a guy named Harrington. Went on to have a little bit of success over at Harrison High School. 13 state titles and the winningest coach in Michigan high school history. And his protege, John Herstein, is moved from being an assistant at Harrison to being the head coach here at North Farmington. There's a lineage involved in all of this.
Forced out of bounds by Jasper Beeler.
Beeler able to force the ball carrier out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. 3rd down and 4 on the rush by Parker Pico, the baseball playing quarterback of the Adams Highlanders. 3rd down, 4 to go. And for a moment I thought there was an injured player on the field. It's taken Adams so long to call their play and get up to the line of scrimmage. 4:20 left in the third. Adams by 4. Pico again. He's not going to get the corner this time, though. taken out of bounds across the way. 21 for North Farmington, Brendan Rice with the stop. And that play lost a yard back to the 45. So it's 4th and 5. I would think that Adams would punt the ball away here. But it's an interesting formation, not exactly a punt formation, but from that short formation, the kick away, and it's going to bound inside the 20-yard line to be down at about the 18. So the Raiders will take over there on that little pooch kick by Nick Patera. And with 3:46 to go, there you see it. It's Raider football at the 18-yard line. Well, Jasper Beeler just busted one right up the middle for 73 yards and a touchdown. From here to be 82 yards, just saying. You know, Beeler could have scored from a hundo on that last carry. Oh, my goodness. And he's in the backfield now, number 3. Shelby up under center. Gives to Beeler, and he'll come up about 80 yards short of the touchdown as he's chopped down near the 21-yard line. There's a flag down. That was a Luke Stokowski on the tackle. Let's see what the flag's all about. Well, whatever it is, it's causing the Raiders to move back towards their own goal line. They're going to lose all the way back to the 8, now to the 9. So it's still going to be first down. But it's going to be 1st and 19 from the 9. I presume it was a holding penalty. I did not see the official signal. I apologize for that. There's a lot going on down there. Beeler's the man in motion to the near side. Shelby, under pressure, out of the end zone, completes the pass. But they're not going to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. The pass was caught by Logan Cagebo. But the play ultimately loses a couple of yards. Shelby fortunate there to get that pass. He got buried, didn't he? But he got the pass away out of the end zone. The Raiders close to taking a safety there. They did take a safety our last TV 10 game here, but they did it on purpose. Late in a football game with a sizable lead, and they were just trying to avoid punting out of their own end zone. It had no effect on the outcome of the game. A safety here almost certainly would have an effect. Now out of the gun, Shelby. Again, the pressure coming. Long ball down the middle. It's caught, and it's a foot race now. It's caught down there. It's Rice going to be brought down at the 25-yard line, and Aaron Rice does it again. He takes the bomb all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's good for, well, now I forgot. The line of scrimmage was the 7-yard line. And it is. It's 68 yards on the pass play to Rice. And for a moment I thought he might just get away. Now the Raiders in business. They trail 14-10, but they're getting close to the red zone. They've had a 73-yard scoring romp by Jasper Beeler here in the second half, and now the 68-yard bomb to Aaron Rice, and there's some room for Beeler to run. And he goes rambling down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 for Jasper Beeler, and it's another first down for more North Farmington. They're at the 14-yard line. 14-10, Adams has the lead, but that lead now is tenuous. The Raiders with a 44-yard Massimo Scambati field goal on the last play of the first half, and now a touchdown and a solid drive as they look to get back into the game as the pass goes incomplete down the left hash mark. The intended receiver was number 6, who's not Josh Henderson, I don't believe. I think he's 81. I don't believe I have a 6 on my roster right now. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. When the year began, number 6 was Henderson, but he switched to 81. Maybe he switched back again. I'm not 100% sure. It happens sometimes at the high school level. Shelby, handoff, Beeler, bounces off one, can't bounce off another. Brought down at the 11-yard line. A one-handed tackle by Nick Patera. Just kind of close to a horse collar, it looked to me. But he was able to grab on with that left hand and drag Jasper Beeler down. Beeler ruled it down at the 12, so it's a short gain of a couple of yards, and it brings up 3rd down and 8 from the 12. So here we go. A big 3rd down with North Farmington in the red zone. 3rd down from the 12. Shot of the end zone. Dropped. Almost caught. Oh, my goodness. It wasn't dropped by Mill Coleman so much as it was broken up by the Adams defense. Coleman on the crossing route in the end zone, and a beautiful ball thrown here by Shaw. And if you watch Coleman, he gets both hands on it, but the Adams man was there, number 13, Joey Shallow, to bring him down. And in the act of making the tackle, the ball came free. It's an incomplete pass, and it's a field goal try here for the Raiders. Massimo Scambati will kick from the 19. It's a 29-yard attempt. It's up, and it looks good, and it is good. And the Raiders are to within a point in this one. How about that? A 68-yard pass play hauled in by Aaron Rice, setting the Raiders up. And they finish it off with a field goal to make the score 14-13. With 42 seconds, you see it there, 42 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. We've got an exciting one going on right now here at Holland Field, to say the least. Coach Herstein, you saw him there for a moment. I mean, I'm excited up here in the booth. I think maybe the coaches, they can't afford to get excited. They got to maintain that focus, and right, there you got to think 2 or 3 or 4 moves ahead in a football game. But he knows, on a level unmatched by us, that he's in a ball game tonight. It's a good one. Homecoming 2021 will long be remembered here at North Farmington High School. By the way, it was Michael Davis and Alyssa Pete who were named the King and the Queen, respectively. So our congratulations to them. Nice job, parents. And it is Alyssa Pete and Michael Davis, the Queen and King of Homecoming here at North Farmington High School. We had the ceremony for you on TV 10. Kick into the end zone, and so Adams clinging now to a 1-point lead. Remember, they were ahead 14-3 with under 7 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, and now they're ahead 14-13. So it's the comeback-minded Raiders tonight as Adams takes over. 42 seconds left on the 3rd quarter clock. Adams 1st and 10 from the 20. The dying moments of the 3rd quarter here tonight at North Farmington. Play action. Pico floats his pass high and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
Check out a flag thrown down there. There's so much yellow on the field between the Adams helmets and the Raiders numbers and sometimes the players' shoes that sometimes I miss a flag. It's a 5-yard walk-off against North Farmington. First and 5 from the 25. Clock is stopped here. We've got 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And it may have been Adams here that was guilty of a procedure penalty. So they give the 5 right back. So we're back where we started, essentially, right? The incomplete pass is a washout. So instead of being a second down, say it's first down. 1st and 10 Adams at their own 20-yard line. End around rush here will just gain 3 yards or so. Schumer, the man in motion, was on the carry. And he got drilled to the turf across the way. Pickup of 3, and the quarter's, well, I think the quarter's coming to an end. It is. Still a dozen seconds or so on the scoreboard clock, but they're going to let it wind down. And this will be the end of the third quarter.
Heading into the fourth quarter, our scores: Rochester Adams 14, North Farmington 13.
(14-13) is the score, and the visitors from Adams have the 14. Pair of field goals tonight by Massimo Scambotti. His most recent, a 29-yarder with 42 seconds left in the third quarter to get the Raiders back to within 3 points in this football game. I'm sorry, back to within 1 point in this football game. Raiders outscored Adams 10-7 in the third quarter. We're about ready to get the fourth quarter underway. All football fields are laid out north-south, and it's always got the press box on the west side. In this case, you got the visitor stands on the east side, and all this means that as you watch the action, it is Adams moving out of the south end zone to our right. And on their on their second down play, they just pick up a yard or two on a carry by Pico. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 23-yard line. 3rd down and 7, and you can hear the crowd noise increase just a little bit because it's 3rd down, and those Raider fans here on a homecoming night, they want the football back, and the pass is up the middle. It's broken up and very nearly intercepted on a play by Canty. Landon Canty was right there to break up that pass intended for Joey Shallow, and it goes incomplete, and it will be the Raiders football after the punt. Well, how about this one here tonight at North Farmington? Adams undefeated. North Farmington started the year undefeated, started 3-0, and now they find themselves trying to break a 2-game losing streak. The snap for Tate Pico. Going to go all the way back to the 10-yard line. They'll let it hit. The Raiders will start in Adams territory at the 48. 25 yards on the punt. North Farmington begins their possession with 11:11 to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders at the plus 48 at the Adams 48-yard line. They've gotten back, they've clawed back to within a point here. 14-13 Adams leads. Remember, after the first possession of the third quarter, about a 6-minute plus drive by Adams, culminating in a touchdown, had given the visitors a 14-3 lead. It's down to a point now, and here's a late hitter, and there he goes, Beeler right up the gut, and they may not get him. He may score. He may score. He scores.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Beeler. Wow, what a night. This is a 48-yard
48-yard touchdown.
counting
run by number 3,
canter
Jasper
by
Beeler.
Jasper Beeler. You're worried because he seemed to pull up in the end zone there. So you're worried about an ankle or a hamstring or some such. But it's a 48-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders take a 19-14 lead. Just that little play up the middle. I don't think this is much different at all than the 70-plus yarder, and he just had that little seam, and the camera's got to catch up with him, so do I, because he's gone. He's at the 25-yard line there. He's gone. Now watch him here at the end of the run. He appeared to pull up, so that right there, you see? And maybe he was grabbing at the back of the leg a little bit. Maybe it was his ankle. So you're worried about that, but you're pretty happy that the touchdown has put the Raiders back on top here tonight. They've rallied back from 14-3 down to take a 19-14 lead with exactly 11 minutes to go in the football game. We are waiting on Scambotti's extra point attempt. And I'm not sure what the delay is all about here. I can't see anything that's amiss. And I'm looking around on the sideline to see if I can see number 3, Jasper Beeler. And he's down. He's still about beyond the end zone there. I can't get I can't see that portion of the field very easily. But there he is, out beyond the end line, just off to the right edge of your screen. He leaves the picture now. So he's being helped back to the Raider bench. And I heard somebody say it, and you hope that's what's happening, is that it's a cramp and not something more serious. But Beeler on the first play of the fourth quarter for North Farmington, 48-yard touchdown run. And now we'll get Massimo Scambotti out there to try the extra point. He's hit field goals tonight from 44 and 29, and they're going to go for 2. The keeper, he throws back against the grain, and it's caught, and it's a 2-point conversion. And, of course, it's Aaron Rice who catches the ball. Aaron Rice, number 15, gathering in Ryan Shelby's 2-point conversion pass, and the Raiders go up a touchdown. It is North Farmington 21 and Adams 14. That is a one-play, 48-yard, 11-second scoring drive for the Raiders to take the lead. Exactly 11 minutes to go, and let's watch and enjoy number 3, Jasper Beeler again. Here he is. He's about to score it, and you'll watch him here, and here's where we have some concern. Now he's into the end zone. And just as I think about when he crosses the end line, right about here, you see him kind of seize up a bit. And at first you're thinking maybe it's the ankle. He seems maybe to favor the ankle, but you see that right hand reaching for the back of the leg. And when you see that, you always think hamstring pull when you see that. But then we don't know. It may just be a cramp. Here's the ensuing kickoff, and it's returned out beyond the 30-yard line by Adams' number 3, DeMarcus Rouse. So the Raiders lead by a touchdown. We've got 10:55 to go in the football game. North Farmington 21 and Adams 14. And Adams will start at the 31. Jasper Beeler. A 73-yard touchdown run, a 48-yard touchdown run. Between his legs and the kicking foot of Massimo Scambotti tonight. Long pass overthrown down the middle. Looked like Schomer was open, but the pass nowhere near him, really. 2nd and 10. There's a flag down there. And there wasn't. The penalty flag is picked up. So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Oh, Raider rooters are into it now. Why not? North Farmington has staged a comeback. They trailed 14-3. They lead now 21-14. Big time pressure coming on Pico, who just lobs it in desperation. I'll tell you what, Chike Udemba was trying to run him down in the backfield, and he got rid of it. Some here in attendance want to see a grounding call, but no. There was a receiver somewhere in the vicinity of what they're calling pass interference here against the Raiders. Oh, what a big call that might turn out to be. Defensive pass interference, and instead of 3rd down and 10 for Adams, it's going to be 1st down and 10. Instead of the line of scrimmage being the 31-yard line, it's going to be the 46. So that's a big play in this one. Still Raiders leading by 7, but Adams able to, move out near midfield, and it's still a long way to go. 10 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. They're all bunched in there on this formation as Shallow moves in behind center, now goes back to the slot, now takes a handoff, and he's drilled, dropped in the backfield. That's number 54 on the tackle. Number 54 is Wyland Hall. And he was right there to drop Shallow for a 3-yard loss. Rich Kincaid with you here in the booth tonight at North Farmington. Sean McGuckin and Jim Sturdy and Don Carter all back in the studio, along with Nathan Cromwell and Emily Arrow. Sam Fisher up here in the booth working camera for us tonight. Bailey Chittenden's on the job, and so is Donald Peters. A great crew here tonight on TV 10, and it's a sack. It's a sack in the backfield, and it's that guy again, Wyland Hall. He gets him. He gets his man on the ground, and this time the ball is back to the 41-yard line. It's a loss of a couple, but it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Raiders defense playing emotionally. Wyland Hall playing emotionally here in the 4th quarter as North Farmington has come back to lead 21-14. 9:20 left and the clock is operating. Pico fires it out of the range of Christian Schumer, but there's a flag. Raider pressure was coming. It might be a hold here on Adams. Let's find out. It's a hold on Adams. It's declined. It'll be 4th and 15. Well, I hear a fan below shouting, "Believe, Raiders, believe," and I think maybe they do. Tate Pico, the quarterback's brother, presumably twin brother, they're both juniors, punts it away. Got a good kick away, too. It's going to roll inside the 10. It's going to roll all the way down to the 8-yard line. It's a
8-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Raiders.
That's a 51-yard kick. 9 minutes to play now. Raiders 1st and 10 at the 8. And guess what? You see him, number 3, right at the end of the screen there. Number 3 is Jasper Beeler. He's back in the game. He gave us a bit of a scare after his most recent touchdown, the 48-yard run, but he's out there, number 3. And he lines up in the tailback position. 1st and 10 from the 8. Straight I formation for the Raiders, and here comes Beeler. Not a lot there, though. Give him a yard.
Ball carried by number 3, Jasper Beeler.
2nd and 9 from the 9.
Tackled by Hassan Murray.
Clock is running now. Boy, the Raiders would love to burn some clock right now. They'd like to chop it right up. They took over with 9 minutes to go, and we've gone under 8.5. 2nd down and 9, North Farmington. At their own 9-yard line, they lead Adams 21-14. And if you went away for a while, that score might surprise you. Here's a penalty flag for somebody jumped, right?
Penalty is a false start on the offense.
It was the Raiders that did. So that'll move them back to the 5. Second down and 13 from the Raider 5-yard line. Again, the ball is between the 4 and the 5, so you use the yard line forward, immediately forward of the ball when saying where the football is. That's how you spot them. 3 in the backfield now. Shelby has a running back to each side. He'll drop and throw, and he finds Rice just out beyond the 10.
Shelby's pass is complete to Aaron Rice.
We'll see where they spot that ball. I think it'll be the 11, and it is.
Tackled at the 10-yard line.
So it picks up 6. 3rd down and 7 from the 11. So big 3rd down here for North Farmington. Clock's stopped. No, it's running. It's running. 7:10 to go. Thought maybe they said Rice had gone out of bounds, but the clock is running here as we approach 7 minutes left in the football game. 7 minutes to play. 7 points. The Raider lead. Beeler in motion. Near side to far. Cuts up field. Shelby looking for him. Finds him. 1st down out beyond the 20. Out to the 25-yard line before Jasper Beeler is forced out of bounds. You ride your horse. And that's a 10-yard gain for that man, number 3. There you see him going in motion. Ryan Shelby didn't look anywhere but at Jasper Beeler. It's a long throw across the field like that, but Beeler had cut underneath Marco DeCrece, and he's out beyond the 20-yard line to the 25. It's a 14-yard pickup. 1st and 10. And the ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by Adams. Oh, my goodness. Somewhere in that scrum, the ball came free. It's recovered down there by Alex DeGreek, number 79.
On the play.
Coming out of there is Logan Kedgebo. Let's see what happened. I think it was, no, he's got the football. The handoff's okay. It's Reed, as you can see. But he's about to get smacked, and that ball's going to just pop. There were too many Adams players. There were 4 Adams players in on that tackle, and ultimately the ball came free. And Adams takes over in the red zone. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line with 6.5 to go in the game. 1st and 10 from the 17. Pico going to keep it himself. Gets to the 2nd level, and he's down to the 10-yard line before he's finally dropped in the Raider secondary by Tristan Hoke. He gets 7. 2nd down and 3 from the 10. Actually, he's at the 11. Give him 6 yards. Pico on the carry. Make it 2nd down and 4. So the 4th turnover of the night by North Farmington. And a first down carry by Griffin Henke. Right up the middle, down to the 7, 1st and goal.
Ball carried by Griffin Hinkie. That'll be a first down for the Highlanders.
1st and goal. Adams. And when they snap the ball, it will be under 6 minutes to go in the game. Raiders 21, Highlanders 14. Tackle in the backfield. Some thought the ball had come free. Initial contact by number 50, Jalen Casey. And they are saying it was a fumble on that play. I didn't see it myself, but the ball recovered by Adams and no gain on the play. They're still at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. An exciting football game tonight is going to be good to the last drop, isn't it? Another one of those misdirection plays out of the backfield. It's a touchdown. Joey Shallow on the carry, and Shallow goes in from 7 yards. And just like that, after the fumble, the Highlanders take over inside the 20-yard line at the 17, and they quickly move in to score. There's the ball carrier 13, Shallow, coming late. And off the right side he goes, essentially untouched into the end zone. And it is now a 21-20 game, and Adams will go for the extra point. And the kick is good. All right. Well, it's almost fitting, isn't it?
North Farmington 21, Rochester Adams 21.
We're tied 21-21. There you see the clock. Somebody went out there at halftime and fixed the burnout lights of the scoreboard. It's working perfectly now. So it's a 7-yard touchdown run by Shallow. And a short drive, just a 17-yard drive for Adams following the Raider turnover. Took him just a minute and 18 seconds. So here we go now. Fasten your seatbelts, right? 21-21. 5:18 left to go. Great to have you with us here on TV 10. If you're watching live on YouTube, hey, great to have you with us. If you're watching not live on YouTube, great to have you with us. My name's Rich Kincaid. And there's a good, high, long kick. Going to be fielded by Matthews. And he will not get back out to the 15-yard line. Check it. That was number 6 on the return. And we don't have a number for number 6. Well, we have a number 6. We just don't have a corresponding name.
This was returned by Josh Henderson.
Well, now they're saying number 6 is, in fact, Josh Henderson. So let's go with that. So of utmost importance, 1st and 10 Raiders at the 14. And they're going to move quickly. Another reception by Rice. And Rice out past the 25-yard line. Out to the 26. Rice is number 15. You see the quarterback, Shaw. He used to call that a button hook, and Aaron Rice just reaches up with both hands and grabs it, and he's brought down at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 yards. On the pass to Rice. It's 1st and 10 Raiders now at the 26-yard line. Clock runs with 4:40 left to play. The game is tied. Here comes Beeler trying to find the corner on the left side. He'll pick up a good 10 yards, virtually 10 yards. He's out to the 36. I'm not sure if he achieved the line to gain, but maybe he did. First down. First down on the first down
Good
carry
for
by
a gain of
Jasper
10 yards
Beeler.
and
Give him
another
a pickup of
Raiders
10
first
yards.
down.
1st and 10, Raiders. Now the football has matriculated to the 36-yard line. Clock stops with 4:31 left to play. What a great football game we've had for you here tonight on this homecoming night at North Farmington High School. Raiders battling back from a 14-3 third quarter deficit to grab a 21-14 lead, but then following a North Farmington turnover, Adams turning the tables with a score of their own. Shelby's pass across the way is caught out beyond the 40-yard line to the 41-yard line. And, of course, it's Aaron Rice on the reception. He's had all the catches for the Raiders tonight. Had some beauties. Picked up massive yardage. That one will gain, well, what? Let's look, because I'm not sure. Out to the 41-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 from the 41. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left. Ryan Shelby with the yellow shoes has to reach down to his shoe tops to take the snap. Lobs it near side and out of bounds. Trying to get it to Rice, but I think of utmost importance there was to get that pass out of bounds, to put it in a spot where it could not be intercepted and to get it away before he himself might be sacked. Brings up 3rd and 5. Rice in motion, far side to near. Lot of pressure coming. Shelby stands in there, delivers the pass, and it's close to a 1st down on the catch by Matthews, who was flung to the turf, but there's no flag on that. But Matthews, who wants the flag, maybe not. Maybe he's looking to see if they're going to give him the yardage. They don't. They don't. They mark it just shy of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and a yard for the Raiders. There's Matthews. And look at this effort just to get it out to midfield. And I think they could have given him another foot on the spot, but all in all, it's not an unfair spot. So the ball technically is on the 49. The line to gain is the 49. It is 4th down and 1. Timeout being called. 4th and 1. And I'm guessing North Farmington called the TO. Whoever called it, and I believe it was the Raiders, that's their first. And as matters stand right now, that football is about a foot. About a foot short, maybe 2. Well, we don't see measurements nearly as often as we used to. You see, I don't know, might see 3 or 4 or 5 a game. You hardly ever see them anymore. So there must have been some improvement in chain gang technology. That now they don't have to bring the sticks out, they can look. All right, here we go. It's 4th and 1, so it's a tie game. So there's 2:46 to go. Shelby is up under center. Matthews in the offset I position. The tailback is Jasper Beal, who takes the handoff. There's your 1st down. So that's how you do that. You give the ball to Beeler, and he'll pick up 3 and a 1st. And the drive continues.
By number 3, Jasper
1st and 10 Raiders.
Good for a gain of 2 yards.
And it's only a gain of a couple of yards down to the 48. Technically, it's a gain of a yard. First and 10, Raiders at the 48-yard line. Wayne Fonts used to, after every Lions game, it seemed, when he was Lions coach, Barry Sanders would have broke one off for a score after being stuffed at the line or dropped for a loss on his first 10 carries, and Wayne Fonts would say, give the ball to Barry. He felt like he had the then Lions coach, felt like he had the easiest job in America. Give the ball to Barry. Well, here, Coach Erstein, he'll just say, give the ball to Jasper. And it certainly has paid dividends here tonight in this 21-21 tie. It's Rice. Of course it's Rice across the way with the reception. And he muscles up and picks up the first down. Or no, they're going to say he's out of bounds a yard short. I don't see how you can make that spot. It looked like he picked it up to me. Watch number 15 of the Raiders. He'll take the pass from number 14, Ryan Shelby, right there. Where's he go out of bounds? Oh, you know what? He did step out a little bit short. Good mark by the officials. Bad call by me. So it's to the 44-yard line. And it's going to be second down and a yard. Second and short. And they'll get not quite enough for the first down on that carry by Chase Reed. Says here that number 79 for Adams, Alex DeGreek, 6'5", 240, and he looks bigger than me. Looks bigger than that to me. Well, it's going to be third and a yard. And another big play here for the Raiders. And they pick up that first down. I'd be surprised if it's not Jasper Beeler, and it is. He got a couple of yards, but he only needed one. First down. And the Raiders call timeout as we go under a minute to go. First down, North Farmington. The football is at the plus 42. Well, how far can Massimo Scambati kick it if he has to? We saw him hit from 44 to end the first half. I believe that to be the longest field goal we've ever had on TV 10. But, it's one of those situations where he could have connected from further. It sailed over the crossbar. Could have been further. The week of the field goal began with that 66-yarder. That beat the Lions on Sunday. And I told you, second time in my life I've seen the Lions beaten on an NFL record kick as time expired, because I remember back in 1970 when Dempsey hit that field. I had to clean the garage that day. My mom wouldn't let me watch the game. She let me come in with 2 minutes to go. And I saw Errol Mann, right? It was Errol Mann, kick the field goal with 11 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. New Orleans took over after the kickoff return with 11 seconds to play, hit a 20-yard pass. Kramer hit somebody, and then Dempsey came on and kicked it through the uprights from his own 37-yard line. It was the darndest thing. Look at the Raiders handling the pressure, and now Shelby racing for his life, fires it up. It's caught on the deflection. It's caught on the deflection, and the Raiders are going to have the football at the 36-yard line, and Mill, the thrill, comes up with it. A double doink deflection, and Coleman staying with it, makes the catch, and the clock is running here, 30 seconds to go. I think the Raiders have one timeout left. I think they're going to spike the ball, and Shelby does just that. How about that completion? That's as exciting a 6-yard completion as you're ever going to see. And the situation is third down, 3 to go from the 35-yard line. And the situation is 26 seconds to go. Shelby, in desperation, heaved it. And there were 3 Highlanders there. And it bounced off them, and Milt Coleman said, "Thank you very much," made the catch. So the Raiders are still in business here. Shelby, again with the pressure coming, got it away. This may draw a flag. No, they're going to say an incomplete pass. He was outside the tackle boxes, but now it's 4th down. It's 4th and 3. A kick from here would be in excess of 50 yards. It'd be at least a 52-yard attempt. Sam Body didn't miss by that much on that 44-yarder. I mean, he made the kick, obviously. I mean, he didn't miss that distance by that much. Well, wouldn't that be a thing? Now, Shelby's coming back out onto the field, not Massimo. As much as we might want to see it, I think what we're going to see here, it's 4th and 3. Still 24 seconds to go. My best guess is the Raiders will try and pick up this first down, but first they're going to call a timeout, and I believe that's their 3rd.
Timeout called by North Farmington. Their last timeout of the half.
And that is timeout number 3. There you see Coach Herstein. Told me a couple weeks ago that one of his life's dreams was achieved earlier this year when he coached these Raiders in the playoffs. That was something he had set as a goal in his life, to coach a high school football team in the playoffs, and he achieved that goal back in January. I'm sure if I asked him, and maybe I will, I'm sure the next goal on his list would be to win a playoff game, coach a team to a win in the postseason, and after that, coach a team to a division title, right? A regional title, a state title. The still young 3rd-year coach of the North Farmington Raiders, and he and the staff and obviously the players have been responsible for giving us quite a show here tonight. 24 seconds remaining, 21 is the score. It's 4th down, and they bat the pass away. Big-time rush coming from Adams, but there is a flag. It's a procedure call against North Farmington. Now the question was it pre-snap? And I think it was. So they'll walk off the penalty, and the Raiders will have another chance. So the ball back to the 40-yard line. It's still 4th down. Now it's 4th and 8 from the 40. 22 seconds left, and the Raiders will get another chance to pick this one up. Well, wouldn't that be ironic if it was a penalty against them that kept them alive? Shelby heaving it deep left, and Rice caught it. He caught the football down at the 12-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? It's a 28-yard throw to Rice, who's gained a couple hundred yards receiving here tonight. 19 seconds to go. The clock is not running because they have to move the chains. Shelby will spike it. I'm sure of it. He'll spike it as soon as he can. As soon as the ball is whistled, ready for play. And there you go. How about that? A 28-yard pass to the 12-yard line. Officially 2nd down and 10 now from the 12. 14 seconds left to go. Let's take a look at this 28-yarder to Rice. Watch the pressure by Adams. I mean, they're just pouring in there, and Shelby got that throwaway in just a couple of seconds. And I don't know how Rice got downfield that far in that little time, but there he is making the catch at the 12-yard line, and here comes Massimo Sambati. Here he comes. This is going to be a 29-yard attempt to give the Raiders the lead. 14 seconds on the clock. Timeout called by Adams. My goodness. Well, if you can find a better game in the history of TV 10 sports, buy it. Maybe that Harrison playoff game where they beat Brother Rice on the last second fumble. Maybe. But this one is, well, it's just been a delight to call. My name's Rich Kincaid here up in the booth at Holland Field. Our TV 10 crew's been all over this one tonight. So it comes down to this, 14 seconds to go, and a 19-yard field goal attempt by Massimo Scambati, who tonight has connected from 44 and 29 yards. And this will be 36, right? The ball we spotted at the 19. I know I've said it's a 19-yard. It's a 36-yard attempt. Good. Oh, it's blocked. And they think they got a hand on it. Just didn't quite work out. And the kick was no good. And it looks like, well, there's 5 seconds to go. So I can't say we're going to overtime just yet. Or it's 9 now that we see it close up. That took 5 seconds off the clock. Now that I've got it squared away, that was a 29-yard attempt. The ball was spotted at the 19. I'm getting tired. And it was no good. No good from 29. And you can't blame Massimo Scambati because without him, the Raiders would not have been in a position to take the lead late on a field goal. It certainly looks like we're headed for overtime, and we are, as Pico takes the knee. So there you go. The clock hits 000.
Our score is North Farmington 21, Rochester Adams 21.
And we are going to overtime. Well, last year, Adams and North Farmington went to overtime, and it was the season opener. Remember last year, because of COVID, they canceled the first 3 weeks of the season. So Adams and North Farmington hooked up in late September, and the game went to overtime. And the Raiders scored, got their extra point, and then Adams scored, and they went for 2. And Richard Harris came up from linebacker. I remember him, number 5. And he stopped the ball carrier like a foot from the goal line to deny the 2-point attempt. Adams going for the victory right then and there. And the Raiders stopped him, and they escaped with a 1-point win. And now here we are tonight again in overtime. And this will require another coin toss at midfield. Rice and Casey, numbers 15 and 50, representing the Raiders. You see the coin in the air, and it lands, and the Raiders apparently have won the toss. So we're going to line up at the north end of the field for overtime. The Raiders get the ball first. Well, I'm a little worn out. It's been we're about 2.5 hours into the game since we started around 7 o'clock or thereabouts, and it's been exciting, hasn't it? Jasper Beeler with a 78-yard. Well, let's look at our score sheet. Beeler with what was it? He had a 74-yard touchdown run, 48-yard touchdown run. Rice has caught some big balls. There have been huge plays in this game here tonight. It all winds up with us going into overtime, tied at 21. So here we go. Into the OT. And it's Adams that has the ball first. They put the ball on the 10-yard line. They run the play that they scored a touchdown on in regulation time. That little shallow reverse to Joey Shallow, who comes from the slot position. And he's brought down by Canty, but he's all the way down to the 3-yard line. So in overtime, it's Adams 1st and 10 at the 10, and they get 7 yards on first down. 2nd and 3 from the 3. 21-21, that's the score. Running back, did that ball come free? No, they'll say he's down. The running back there was Griffin Henke. I thought the ball might have come free from some of the reactions, but Henke ruled down at the 1 and really inside the 1 yard line, but you can't spot a football at the 0. So officially it'll be a gain of 2 and 3rd and 1 from the 1. That's the situation here. See how close the ball is to that goal line. And you know the rule. Any part of the ball breaking any part of the plane means points. I don't believe it's physically possible, without going down into microns and such, for that ball to be any closer to the goal line than it is. And Pico, seeing that, sneaks it. Touchdown. Took him a little while to make the call, but they did call it. Pico on the sneak. And Rochester goes up on top, 27-21 here in the overtime. There, it's like a sneak, right? There's not much to it. Extra point on the way, and it's good off the toe of Colin Timko. All right, 28-21. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Raiders. You're in a situation now where there can be no moral victory. A win tonight saves your season, and a loss puts you in drops you to 500. Raiders would gives you a 3-game losing streak, and you've got those games upcoming against the defending state champion West Bloomfield Lakers. I think they're the Lakers, aren't they? I think they are. And then a season finale against Traverse City, the team that dumped you in the playoffs back in January by 4 touchdowns. So the Raiders really, really, really need this game, and that means they really, really, really need to score right here. Shelby rolling, throwing, broken up at the goal line. Defensive play by Nick Batera. That's one of the rare targets of Rice that did not result in a completed pass. Aaron Rice having one of the great nights we've seen a receiver have in this one here tonight. See him down by the pylon, and a nice defensive play to break that pass up. 2nd down and 10 from the 10. Adams has scored. They lead 28-21. We're in overtime at Holland Field. Beeler bouncing around, pinballing forward to the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Down to the 5-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and goal for the Raiders.
So Beeler getting the Raiders halfway there. There is no clock in overtime, but there is a play clock, so you could still be called for a delay of game. 3rd and goal from the 5. It's going to be a pass. It's short. Rice was open near the goal line, but a rare misfire by the sophomore quarterback, Ryan Shelby. Undershot his intended receiver, and that means it's all going to ride on this play. To stay alive, the Raiders have to score on 4th and goal from the 5. They will call a timeout to ascertain what their best option is. Well, you know what I was going to say give the ball to Jasper, but that Aaron Rice has had quite a night, hasn't he? So you got options. There's that. 28-21 in overtime here at Holland Field. Adams trying to maintain an undefeated season, trying to go to 6-0, and the Raiders trying to break that 3-game losing streak. All right, Adams' defense is out on the field after the Raider offense is. So here we go. It all comes down to this on 4th down. Empty backfield, backside pressure, pass over the middle, deflected, incomplete. Falls incomplete at the feet of the intended receiver, Tristan Hoke, and with that, the Adams Highlanders win this football game. What a football game it was. Oh, my goodness. But it's the 3rd loss in a row for the Raiders, and they fall to 3-3 as Adams improves to 6-0. And now the Raiders every week will be playing for their postseason life. Used to be you needed 6 wins to get into the postseason. They've relaxed that a little bit, but you're certainly going to have to get 5, it seems to me. And that means winning 2 of their remaining 3 as they fall here tonight to Adams by that final count of, as you saw, 28-21. And after, well, quite a hard-fought battle, the two teams shake hands at midfield. One is always heartened in these times to see that happen. So the Raiders are at Seaholm next week, at West Bloomfield the week after that, home to Traverse City Central the week after that, which is October 22nd, and that's our next TV 10 broadcast. A heck of a ball game here tonight at North Farmington, but Adams wins it. The final score in overtime is Adams 28, North Farmington 21. On behalf of our terrific TV 10 crew, my name's Rich Kincaid. I bid you good night from North Farmington High School. We'll see you right back here in 3 weeks. Good night, everybody.